to a Monday night live stream here in the Hellish Cave. Things are very, very different to how they normally are. I'm just doing some checks at the moment. Video preview, are we live? We do appear to be live. We need to do some audio checks and so forth, because tonight I'm not streaming from my PC. This is normally where my camera is, just here, and this is normally where the microphone is. It still even has the cable. There we go. Everybody, because there's no introduction now, because I'm streaming from my laptop, the laptop is just over here on my workbench, which is right next to my desk. Maybe I'll show you that later, but let me know if anything doesn't seem right. The quality of the image won't be as good tonight because of the laptop. According to this, I'm doing 60 frames per second with no drop frames. And we're not doing any gaming, so that should do it. What is all the masking tape for? Hi Brandon, welcome to the stream. I think I saw up here as well, we got somebody... did somebody subscribe? Stugel, I think? Stugel has subscribed to Viewer Plus. Oh, his Viewer Plus expired, and then he immediately subscribed. So thank you very much, Stugel, for the resub. I'm just going to make sure my head's in the way of whatever that is that was on my screen. There we go. Scrolling down to the bottom of the text. Come on, text. Down, down. No, I've no idea what's going on. Ooh. Page down. Does page down do it? No idea. No idea. So yeah, the laptop... Ooh. Where did that go? I accidentally closed the list of viewers. To be honest, I have very little idea of what I'm doing here tonight and what's going on. I might have to restart Hellish Chatbot because something's gone a bit funny with him. The scroll bar's gone weird. I can't see the chat on there, but luckily I have the chat here. So right, let's deal with a few things. What tonight's... I'm not going to look too much up there because I've got a floodlight on because I'm going to be doing work here. So you're going to get me looking more this way. I'm not looking directly at the camera. So we've got a PC upgrade to do tonight. I currently have these three monitors here, and now I have 3 more monitors. So tonight we are going to be going from a 3-monitor rig to a 6-monitor rig, which will include wall brackets, cabling, drilling, and a second graphics card, which will be the first thing to install. So yeah, we're going to go pretty crazy with that. So yeah, we're going to go pretty... Yeah, it is a pretty big build. I haven't told everybody... I think that's the first time I've told people exactly what I'm doing. Brandon says, how many HDMI slots does your PC have? So the graphics card that I've got has 3 display ports, which is what these 3 are running on, and 1 HDMI port, which is what the... Can you see it? Yeah, no, it's up here, which is what the Oculus Rift runs on. This new graphics card, which I'll be adding to the PC, has another 3 HDMI ports. So, yeah, hopefully we should be pretty good with that. It's some people, when they've come to look at my desk and so forth, I'll pan the camera up now. When they've come on to look at the desk, and you can see a bit more of it now, They've wondered why this shelf is one height, this shelf is another height, and then this bottom shelf here is a different height. A couple of people have said, oh, it's not even, why didn't you build it even? Well, these two are the size that I wanted them to be, and this one is small to allow room for another monitor height in. So I built this desk with that in mind. And I think now, yep, you can see the Oculus Rift hung on the side of the desk. There. I think it's taffed up slightly. No, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm just, whilst we're up here, I'm going to quickly go to Brandon's question. What's all the masking tape about? So the masking tape is holding down two motors, which are set up to be tested for HellishBot with all these cables and controllers, and that is all testing that I've been doing over the weekend. This is what's running the live stream tonight. Tonight you're on Wi-Fi, so hopefully, oh, Streamception. Yeah, we've got to have a bit of this good old Streamception going on there. So this bit here, from this post to the shelving unit here, this is my workstation where I do my electronics and modelling and all those sorts of projects, and then this is my main desk. So let's pop you back up here, clamp you to the shelf. There we go. That'll do for now. So I'm just going to go back to the Twitch chat here. Why stop at 3 monitors when you can have 6? Why stop at 6 when you can have a whole wall? I can't have a whole wall. I've only got room for 6. DJ Egg's here. Hey DJ Egg, how's it going? Who's that? I'm known as PM. PM, I have 3 at home but 4 at work. One of them does nothing. Why do you have one that does nothing? That doesn't... I have no idea. Brandon says my motherboard can hold a max 16 gigs of RAM. I don't know what my motherboard can hold, but there's 32 in there, I think. Let's have a look. Performance. Yeah, there's 32 gig in this rig. I didn't want to have to upgrade. I decided that I was just going to go for it. Anyway, this stream is going to consist of 2 parts. The first will be the build and the actual upgrade, and then if we've got time we'll switch from this stupid setup back to my normal setup, and maybe we'll do some games, but we'll see. Also, I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but today's microphone is here on the shelf. I hope I didn't tap that too loudly. You can see the shelving unit and the very bright light behind me. The webcam's actually quite warm, which I wasn't expecting. But let me strap that back to the shelf. There we go. Try and get a good angle on the build area. Okay. So, I don't know what motherboard to get. I'm sorry about. Anyway, they're talking about or what motherboard do I get, or and this, that, and the other. Always buy, and this is what I say to everybody that's not sure. Always buy your motherboard, your processor, and your RAM together. Make sure that they're compatible. Make sure that ideally they're running the same frequencies. Make sure that they can all clock up at the same speeds. That's the important bit. Once you've got that bit right, you can build the rest of the PC around it. Right. First thing to do will be to shut down my computer, which doesn't happen very often. When that happens, I will lose access to view chat. That's the point. I'm going to lose access to view chat. I need to do something about that. I'm going to try and bring a preview of chat up on my laptop. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. We'll see. Let's have a look. So, I'm going to have to go to my own Twitch channel, I think, aren't I? Yeah. Has anybody got my Well, there's no point in you sending me actually because I'm on the laptop. Hello everybody. Okay, Master Hadish. My dashboard? That'll do it. That'll do it, folks. At least I'll have something, eh? I'll have something. I'll be able to read the chat as we're going. I've got no scroll bar. My chat's gone. Oh wait, I fixed it, I think. Right, let's do a test. Hi. Did that work? You can't see this because you're... Oh, there we go. Yes, brilliant. Fantastic. 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 Right. So I've got a chat preview there. It's not great. I've got a video preview there. It's not great. I think we're about ready to shut down. Game Inspired says, I've been trying to play along with the City Builder series, but when I go to check online content, there are only new GRFs in there. What do you mean new ones? Is there a particular one that you're missing? Maybe we can get them bundled up or something if there's a problem. What's wrong, Brandon? Let's see. Oh well. No, we'll come back to that later. Right. Just ignore Brandon. Right, I'm going to shut my computer down. Here we go. Shut down. Bye-bye. What I'll have to do is bring you guys down onto the floor because my plan is to install the graphics card without moving the computer because it's a bit of a pain in the backside to move. So I'm going to bring the camera down. I don't know if there will be enough light, but we'll give it a go. God, it's so quiet in this room. I mean, I can hear the laptop, but there's a presence missing. There is a presence missing from the room. I don't think I can move the light now because it's starting to get a bit warm. So, ooh, let's see about this camera. What if I clamp it here and I add an extra light source? I've got an LED lamp, so that might help. So let's turn that LED lamp on. That didn't really help too much, helped a little. I've also got another LED light, so I'll put that on. I've got, oh, it's starting to pan out. That one helped a lot more. There we go. Right. I think we're good. Right, we don't need these. That's an old disc, and that is my Steam controller. So bear in mind, guys, that I can't see the chat when I'm down here on the floor. I have to come back to where I am now. So you can search for the City Builder. Come up, I think. Windows 10 says Wizard Brandon. There's nothing wrong with Windows 10. Windows 10 works fine. It's well better than Windows 8. It's a million times better than Windows 9. Shut up. Tea towel around your hand to move the light. The LED light. Oh, yeah, I could move the light that way, but also the light has the cables are wrapped around the shelves, so I'm just going to leave that. Blah blah blah. When I say, I'm not sure what they're talking. They're talking about computer game stuff now. Right. Way better. Beat you to it. It is way better. Right. So I'm going to come in here. You're going to see my knees and the PC, but not really much of my face, which I'm sure is fine. Let's take the side off. And of course, power down, isolate. So just to the left under here, you can't see, there is 10 mains power sockets. No, wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so there's 10 power sockets. It's quite a kerfuffle under there. That's the technical term. I'm going to have to move some things around to make room for them later. Let's open this up and see how dirty everything is in there. You know what? Considering that's been running and just sat there since I moved in, that's not too bad. Now, I've noticed my first problem, and that's getting the power in. That is going to be a problem. I've got to get the power cables in down there. I'm probably going to have to use my phone as a light. Vista was essentially a demo for Windows 7. You could call it maybe a prequel. I don't know if I'd call it a demo. No, wait, Vista was just horrendous. Oh yeah, it's a little dusty. It's a little dusty, but it's not too bad. Vista was okay. You know what? Vista wasn't okay, but then it became okay as soon as they brought out Service Pack 2, I think it was. So, it was terrible. That rig needs some compressed air. It is due a clean. It is due a clean, but I don't have any compressed air handy, so we're not doing that today. We'll do that another time. Right, so I've deliberately left a little bit of camera space down here, and that isn't to show off my beautiful knees. That's so that we can get the graphics card out of the box and have a good look at it and make sure. I'm really hoping I've got everything I need for this build. Really hoping I've got everything I need. So, I mean, there's... by the way, there's no unboxings. I've already unboxed everything. There's a quick guide, which presumably says plug in and turn on. And then there's a graphics driver and utility disk, which will already be out of date, so that's useless. So let's get rid of that without killing the webcam. I need to earth myself. There's the radiator. There we go. So, for those of you who don't know, you're supposed to be earthed when you work with things like this. That's what this is, a static bag. I won't go into the details, but if you're going to do anything with computers, I urge you to look into it and make sure you do it as properly as you can. Not necessarily how I'm going to. So, I don't know how well you can see it, but there is the graphics card. This is a GeForce GTX 1050 variety. There is already a 1070 in there. The 1070 is the important one. That's the one that runs the main monitor in the middle bottom with all the gaming on it and all that sort of stuff. And this one, I decided not to spend as much money because, well, it's not going to have gaming on it. I might put a game across all 6 screens every now and then, but it's not really much point. Somebody said, aren't you meant to unplug the PC first? PC is unplugged and I turned the power off at the PSU. So yes, they are both off. Ashton says the GTX 1050 that you probably paid 10 times the retail price for due to the miners. Yeah, it was a little bit more expensive than what I would normally like to pay for a graphics card, but it wasn't ridiculous. So that's not too bad. Wizard Brandon says, I don't like gaming across 2 monitors. No, gaming across 2 monitors is annoying because you've got the black bar, but gaming across 3 monitors is good because then your if you're doing shooting, crosshairs and stuff is on the middle screen. It's cool. It works. Your peripheral vision takes in the other two monitors whilst you don't necessarily have to look at them, so it's cool. Anyway, right, so this one, let's have a look at what power it requires. Oh, there it is. So it's a standard 6-port on the power, and there appears to be actually a cover over the PCI Express slot, which is nice. So this is the bag of cables that came with my power supply. That is not the right one. This one says... no, that's not the right one either. No, that's not the right one. Don't even know what this one is. Oh, hang on a minute. That one says VGA, so it might well be it. Yeah, it looks like it. It's got a 6-port one there and a 8-port one there. I think, is that the last one? Just have a quick look here. There's another one there, but it's the same. So that does look like the right one. Okay. What are people saying? Yay, cables! Yes, cables. So I think this is going to be the hardest bit for me to begin with, is getting this inside there, because I haven't got a lot of room. Should we get you guys lower? I haven't got anything. What if we do... should we do floor cam? Can we do... oh, hang on a minute. We might be able to do this. How's that? That's not too bad, is it? Oh, wow. You get quite a good view there, guys, don't you? Okay, I'm going to have to put you in about there, otherwise you might get in the way. By the way, if anybody wants to see my full tech specs of this rig before this update, then it's on my website in the About section. Right, I'm going to push my chair out of the way. Yep. And I'm going to have to lay on the floor and come down here with you. Right. Looking at the back, I can't read it. The text is upside down. Right. So we've got, I can see VGA 1, 3 and 5, 6, 4. Oh, there's VGA 2, found it. It's an 8-pin slot, and it shouldn't be ridiculous to get to. I'm just going to bend the cable slightly so it makes it a little easier. Now at the minute I can't see anything you guys are saying. I'm holding the light with one hand, the cable with the other. It's roughly gone in. I'm waiting to hear a click. Might have to get my fingers in both ways. Yeah, there it is. There was the click. We're in! So, the VGA power lead is in. So that is ready to go, presumably either on there or the other end. I don't know yet. We'll put that to one side. Now I have to work out which PCI Express slot we're going to be going in. Well, that one is in slot. Well, why is that one 4-1, that one 8, and that 4-2? Oh, it's not another 16. I wonder if it'll run on an 8. But it's going to have to. So we're going to have to try. Let's see, that's overclocking power. What's that one? That's a 4-1. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks okay. Well, I don't know which. I think it's this. I'm going to have to take off one of these back plates and have a good look. You see a spare VGA connector in here? Yeah, that is. Oh, here. Yeah, but I don't. That's already each VGA off the power supply goes to 2 VGA on the ends of the cable, like this. And I only want to run one graphics card per cable. So let's see if we can get this in. I'm going to have to get a screwdriver out my toolbox. Let's choose this one. Come on, there we go. I'm going to take this one out. I don't think we need that. There we go. There we go. Right then, let's see if this will work in this rig as it is without any. Ooh. Okay, let's see if it'll fit in this rig as it is. Because I think I might have to move a hard drive to get this in. It's going to be close, but I think this SATA cable here might be in the way. In which case, that is going to be a. Is it going to be a mini nightmare? I don't think so. Could be. Could end up being quite a nightmare. By the way, I don't know if you can see this, but these are my two 4 terabyte SSD, not SSDs, hard drives. My SSD's down there somewhere. I gotta move them down. Yeah, I've got to move them down, and I don't know if I've put screws on both sides. We'll find out soon, I think. What if I move one of them up? Let me see if I can move one of them up. Yeah, this case definitely needs a clean. A big clean. Right. Now that's made it loose. Yep, it's loose. What's this? And why can't... Why is it the wrong side of everything? And why can't I shift it? I don't know what that cable is, but it's very much in the way of everything. I think it's the top power. I might take this. I'm going to take the PSU cable out because it'll make it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Not PSU. Motherboard. I don't know what that one is, but it's behind there. I'm going to have to take it out to move the hard drive. There we go. Right, let's move the hard drive up. Hopefully there's space to do that. And it's not going to interrupt any other cables. Ooh. No, that's hit my other graphics card. I'm going to have to move them both down, which shouldn't be a problem. Wow, what a big job this is turning out to be. I need a bigger case. Okay, so, in theory, I should be able to just, if these don't catch on anything, I should be able to just drop them down a level. And hopefully, that one's fine. This one is struggling to move because of a SATA power cable, I think it is, getting in the way. There we go, they're in. I think they're in. Yeah, that one's in, and yeah, they're in. Hard drives have been moved down. Now the only thing is, I'm just hoping I haven't dislodged any like loose SATA cables doing that, because I know how some SATA cables can be really, especially the older ones, and if I'm using any old SATA cables, then I don't know how well you guys can hear me up there. Ugh. I'm coming back up to chat now, hang on. Right. Raid, heist, raid, hellish points. Blah 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 points. I don't think I missed anything. Okay, let's carry on. Let's secure this hard drive back in place on its new shelf. There we go. That's going to make accessing the cables in the PSU even harder. I do have room under here for a bigger case if I want it, but I don't see the need if I can fit everything in here. Right, I disconnected this and this so I could do that. So now these need to go back. So that's CPU 1, which I know is next to VGA 1. That is going to be a pain to do. That is going to be a real pain. Because I can't see this, I'm just feeling round. So, if that's VGA 1, that there, that should be CPU 1, but oh wait, it's in, cracking. And then if I can get the motherboard back in, up here, this one shouldn't be quite as bad because I can see the pins and I can reach them. I think I heard that click. Yeah, right folks. Pieces. Okay, let's find out, Stoogle. I don't know. Thank you very much for that information, Stoogle. Okay. This is all a bit of an experiment, anyway. So now I have space, or I should have space. Now I've moved my hard drives to get this in. And I think that is slightly misaligned. Let's try again. Yep. Just need to. I've got a screw that's in the way. I need to get rid of that one quickly. I don't know why it's there, the screw. I didn't even notice it. Ah! Steady. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, it's fine. I got it. Right, here we go. Right. GPU in. Let's get a mounting screw in here. There we go. So that's a screw. Let's get power. Let's use this one. Is that right? Is that clipped in? I can't see. Yep, looks like it's clipped in. Right, so in theory, everything's back to where it should be, except now there's another graphics card in there. So before I put any more monitors in, I'm going to do a boot and see what we get. So let's put the power in, and I'm going to move one of my monitors down to the new graphics card, and I don't know which monitor it's going to be. This is one of my existing monitors, so if I get all three monitors working, we're golden. If we get beeps and errors and explosions, it's not good. Not good. There we go. Right. Turn the main switch on. Well, it doesn't appear like we've got any cables in any fans. PC sounds good. Nothing from the monitors yet. But it is doing a boot sequence. Oh, there we go. We've got a boot. One of the monitors is on, doing its boot sequence at the moment. And the middle monitor has just come on as well. So I'm going to log in and we'll see how it goes. Oh, what happened there? Monitors are doing weird things. I think these two are on. I think that one just turned off. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, so keyboard's responding. I do have a fan stop. Both graphics cards. I'm going to boot down. And just going to try a few cycles, see what we get. So we haven't got a fan stop now. Windows is booting. It's coming on this monitor, I think, because that one's not connected at the moment. Oh wait, that middle one is the one that's come up. I I do have a fan stop, but I think that's again because it's not in use. I think it's doing something because it's not being responsive. It's mouse is moving but not responding to clicks. Keyboard is giving me my caps and my num lights, but no interaction. Yeah, it could be to do with drivers. Let's just I'm going to do a boot down sequence and we'll let it boot up again with that card powered. Are the cards identical? No, the cards are not identical. As far as I'm aware, it's doing a boot down now. I'm going to force it. Come on. There we go. Let's get the power back on that second GPU. It moved a little then. I'm not using an SLI bridge. I'm not using SLI. The cards are going to run independently. Is the plug overloaded? What plug? The PSU in this is cracking. It should be perfectly fine. Okay. Ooh, we can log in. We only have 2 monitors at... Oh! All 3 monitors. The graphics card wasn't properly in its slot. I didn't push down hard enough. We have 3 monitors, ladies and gentlemen. The importance of 3 monitors is one of them is using the new GPU. It works. In theory, where are you? You're there. In theory, my 1070 might not work quite as fast because it's doing a PCI 8 instead of a PCI 16 so that it can run to both graphics cards. Thanks, Stugel, for that information. I did think that might be the case, but you confirmed it. Yes, we've got Discord booting and other things as well. We'll just minimise all that for now. JavaScript's crashed, but I'm sure we won't worry about that. So it seems like that's okay. So no need to check the BIOS or anything like that. It was just a loose connection. So what we're going to do now is power the PC down, get the cables back into place because they're not 100% in place, and start fitting the new monitors. That is the cool bit. It's really just power cables that are in the way, so it shouldn't take me too long to sort that out. So I'm just going to go on a boot, shut down. There we go. I think also Windows might have been trying to do some updates. Don't know. You can see one of the LED lamps that I've got here. This is usually on this side of the bench, but I've got it pointing down towards the PC case. There we go. If your motherboard is Gen 3, then that doesn't matter, but you can't. But you can't find it. Okay, thanks, Dougal. I don't know whether it's Gen 3 or not, but there's a chance that it might be running PCI 16. It might not be, but to be honest, the new graphics card should be fine on 8. Basically, it's all on should be fine. Hellish, the left monitor is taller than all the others. They're all the same height. It's the swivel, the bevel. So if I tilt it this way, tilt it that way, they tilt a little bit and they sometimes get slightly out of alignment, but they're fine. Stugall got told off. What was the message, Stugall? I'm sorry Hellishbot was so... Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. I'm going to copy that for you, Stugall, I'm sorry. There you go. I can do that. Right, so there's good news and bad news when it comes to putting the new monitors up. The good news is that, well, actually no, it's just bad news, because I want to put these new ones that are ever so slightly better down here at the bottom, which is fine, except the bracket holes are in a slightly different position to those ones, which means I can't just unscrew them and put these on. I just can't, because they'd be too high. So I have to take those ones off, take the brackets off the wall, move them down, reinstall the brackets, install the monitors, and then do the same again at the top to install the old ones. Here we go. So I'm just going to move the monitors out of the way. There are 3, they're down here on the floor. And earlier on today, the baby did like push them over. So hopefully they're still fine. I'm sure they are fine. They were right up against the surface and they hardly went anywhere. I'm going to clear the desk a little. Now, in case anybody's wondering, this mouse down here is connected to the laptop. So if I keep touching that, it's because I'm controlling the laptop. Alright. Let's have that lamp looking there. I mean, I don't need these lamps anymore because I've got the floodlight for the top stuff. Let's move this camera out of the way. I don't want one of my good cameras getting a monitor dropped on it or anything like that. We'll move the peripherals forward and clump them together. We'll move the tablet. I think we're looking good there. I'm just going to go and put the side of the case back on and try and just tuck all these cables neatly in where I want them. Yeah, that's okay. Right, the monitors came with some HDMI cables, but these are, they look about 1 meter long, maybe slightly more. That's not long enough. So I got these ones from Amazon, not Spon, and they are like twice as long. So I now have some spare HDMI cables. The new graphics card is going to be HDMI to HDMI. The existing graphics card, the 1070, is going to be DVI to HDMI. I shouldn't get any loss on that, so it should be fine. I'm going to have to be careful of my surround sound speakers, so I'm just going to push them back a little bit. And I think the first job will be to just remove all 3 monitors, then move the brackets down, put the new ones on, and then worry about what's next. Let's have a look at the chat. According to the DG, there won't be any problem with speed. You have the Gen 3, important message. Don't forget to select the right GPU and NVIDIA to use for gaming. That should be a good point to check out, Stoogle. Thank you very much for the reminder on that. Yeah, I just thought they're both NVIDIA, aren't they? I hope so. What else have we got here? Don't use HDMI. Don't use the HDMI. Use the DisplayPort. I am using the DisplayPort on the 1070. I'm using HDMI on the 1050 because that's all it's got. So, right. Move that. There's also a few different bits and bobs under there, but let's hope that my power driver is still charged. It sounds good. I don't know where the... I've just got sand on my laptop. It's fine. Why did... Oh, there we go. I don't know why sand came out of my drill when I operated it. I kind of do know why. Okay. So... I saw an 8-core CPU on your uncle's PC. I used to have a 6-core CPU 2 computers ago, but it wasn't as good as this one that I've got now, this CPU. Right, so these arms swing out nicely, allowing for excellent maintenance. Let's see if this screw head fits nicely. There's a little bit of play on there, so I'm just going to see if one of my other screw heads fit better. Driver heads. Oh, that's perfect, I think. Let's swap that over. So, disconnect power, disconnect cable. Let's take the bottom ones out. I am really keen not to drop any expensive monitors live on Twitch. I need somewhere to put all my screws. Come on, I must have a pot around here somewhere. I normally have lots of little tubs and stuff. I mean, I've got this one, but it's not little. Right, it'll do. There we go. So, there's one, there's two. And there's one monitor away. Screws in the tub. Let's see what the chat's saying. Don't worry, Hellish, we're ready to clip it if you break a monitor. Thank you very much for the vote of confidence. Let's just fold that back a little bit. Move the tub. So next up, this middle one. Again, disconnecting power and signal. I'll take the bottom ones out first. Then the top ones. Come on. There we go. Now, I did originally try and get 3 of exactly the same monitor, but that proved impossible. So I ended up with slightly better ones. What's the chat saying? Blah 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 blah. You're talking tech specs. That's cool. Now I have to be careful of the cables here from my surround sound system. There we go. Would it be better if you guys saw this from a higher angle? I think it would be. To me, I think that's probably better. One. Oop. There go 2 screws. There goes another screw. One of them's on my foot, so I don't move too much. There it is. Ugh. Right, so I know where 2 of them went. Ah! I've got a screw loose. There's another one. Where did the other screw go? Oh, it's in it. There we are, we have all 4. Whew. Right, there we are. So we've got a bracket into the plasterboard there, a bracket into the plasterboard here, and one into the woodwork there. They all need to be moved down. Now what I'm going to do, instead of completely redoing every single little tiny bit again, I'm just going to measure the difference on the back of the motherboards, on the back of the monitors, and then move them down by that much. And the reason for that is the monitors are exactly the same size. It's just the position which is different. Let me see if I can show you the difference. There we go. So there's the 4 holes. 2 there. Let's get the angle right. There we go. 2 there and 2 there. And they're at the top of the monitor. On the old ones, and on the new monitors, which are a lot lighter actually, they are here and here, which is, you know, about that much difference. But about that much difference is not good enough. So I'm now going to measure that difference. Where did I put the tape measure? There it is. And then we'll move the brackets down by that much. Okay, so The old monitors are 22mm from the top. And the new monitors are 93mm from the top. So because I'm lazy and I want to get it right first time, 93 minus 22. All of these holes need to come down by 71mm. Brilliant. Now to do this, I've got some wall plugs. They are, I don't know if you can see, super grippy plasterboard plugs. Let's get my steel rule out. And I've lost my pencil, so I'm going to have to use a pen. Right, let's have a look here. So this one's been held in by 4 screws. Oh, and they are meaty screws. I obviously didn't want these to fall out. Come on. So there we go, there's those. I think I lost one of the screws down the back. And there's one of the wall plugs. Did I lose one of the screws down the back? Yes. Brilliant. Where did it go? Oh, here, found it. Right. Let's see if I can take this out. Can't get this one off. Is it? Ah! I've just noticed. Brandon says, I can't hear my PC when it's on. See, I don't notice my PC when it's on, but when it's off, I notice it's off. There we go. There we go. So that wall plug is now annihilated. It's fine, we've got some new ones. There we go. Right. So I need to go 71. Was it 71? Did the chat remember exactly what I said? I know I didn't ask you to remember. 71, it's still on my phone. Still need to go 71 down. So, let's have a look. If I draw a line between the centre of this one and the centre of that one, that's my axis that I'm working with. In fact, let's extend that down a little bit for later. Yep, looks good. And then if I just mark 71 down on that from the original hole, so that is, it's not far, you know, 71. Let's go with that. And then 71 down from the centre of this one. Let's mark that as there. And then let's just move that to one side. How many fans have I got in my PC? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 case fans, 1 PSU fan and 5 GPU fans in my case. Right, where's the bracket? Oh, here it is. Here's the bracket. So, if I hold that in the new position, I should be able to then mark up the other 2. The problem is, it's not easy. Not easy to hold it just right. One of them seems off, but I'm going to just check it. Measure twice, drill once, or whatever the saying goes. So to me, yeah, that's 71. And that one's a little bit low. Okay. Marked it a little bit low, but that's fine. We can adjust. So it's more like there. So if I get that one dead centre, try and get that one more or less centre, I should be able to just ring these ones and drill in the middle of the ring. There we go. So now I have my 4 points. I need to measure a few things and drill. Measure once, cut twice, then get angry, go back to the hardware stores. You can cut off too much and get another board. Yeah. I do want to make my own case. That has been something that I have wanted to do for a long time. But whilst I may have the skills and I could probably acquire the resources, I don't have the time. I might have to take the ends of these wall plugs off because they're causing a problem. I don't want to do too much banging because the baby's in bed. There we go. They're off. I love having a chisel handy. Love having a chisel handy. I tell you what though, when I built this desk, I got this post in the wrong position, which meant when I was building the desktop, because the post goes through it, that all went horribly wrong. So I now need a drill bit which is the right size to cut through the plasterboard for this. And I'm thinking of using, I don't want to use a masonry bit. See, that's a bit small. A 5mm is too small. Let's have a look at a 6mm. 6mm is going to be tight, but that's what we want. We want a nice tight grip. Let's try it. Let's try a 6mm. So as long as this one goes to plan, I will do that one and that one afterwards in pretty much sync. So we're taking the screwdriver out, and I'm going to drill these holes. There's one. That one has hit wood, so I might not be able to do that one. There's the third one, and then the last one for this set. That one hit wood as well. Put some extra force behind that and drilled some of it out. Now, I don't know if that's going to go into the wood, but we'll find out. I don't know if this will fit. Oh, maybe. Well, that worked well. The plug seems to be in. Let's get the other 4 plugs in. So, oh, they go in a treat. They do. And they're biting really well. And the last one, which might be a problem, because it hit the side of some wood. No, that one's lovely as well. They went in really well. I'm pleased with that. So let's now install the bracket. Right, let's just go through the chat here. People talking about specs. Never understood why people get AIOs. What? What's an AIO? I'm not familiar with that, I don't think. My nana's bought me size 5 to 11 socks and I have size 6 feet. Oh, they're 6 to 11. Surely that should be fine. The socks are a bit big. Oh, okay. What's the unranked on the points? Okay, so unranked basically means you're not viewer plus. But I thought you was, so we'll have to look into that. I can't remember, Tom. I don't know if you've got an active viewer plus subscription. Just get these washers. You have? Well, you should be. You shouldn't be unranked. You should be. What's the other one? Regular. You should be regular. That's what Hellish Chatbot calls a viewer plus. I'm going to try and do it so that the name that you can't. That I'm changing it to the actual one. But I need to get around to it. Oh wait, hang on a minute, I can't access HellishBot from here, I don't know why I'm trying. Okay. Let's see if we can get this back in its new position. Okay, that seems like it might be good. These seem to push in part way, and then they get to a certain point and stop, and I guess that's where they then start to bite. I'm going to try and hold this level. That looks level. Wow. You know what? I don't think I've ever used wall plugs like this before. These are brilliant. I could probably put these monitors up with just 1 or 2 screws. I'm not going to put the ratchet on, I'm going to do it manually. Well, if they all go on that well, I'll be as happy as Larry. I think I did put it on upside down maybe, but We'll see. Right, so that one has been lowered. I'm going to lower this one and that one, and then we'll get the monitors on, the new ones. You're going to have a lot of holes in your walls. Yeah, but I won't see them for all the monitors. DJ Egg says he's unranked as well. How strange. Yeah, they are biting beautifully. They really are. Okay, let's power through this next bit. So... Now, when I was putting this one up, I hit something that wasn't plasterboard and it wasn't wood. You can kind of feel it if you're used to that sort of thing. There we go. So, where's my chisel? Oh, you guys can sort of see. There we are. I've also chiselled a hole in my wall now, but it's fine. There we go. Right. Put that back. Put the cap on the chisel. Keep it safe. I'm not sure if it was a pipe. I don't think it was a pipe because there was no give. Who's going to call? No, there's no electrical cables here. There are electrical cables here, but there's not here. I know where the cables are on that wall. But No Snow knows where I live. Who else? Inky Blue Mind. She knows where I live. Yeah. Those people know where I live. Most of Lowsome knows where I live. Right. Let's do our marking line. We're going to assume, and that's right, we're going to make an assumption, ladies and gentlemen, that the original work was all good and in line. And the monitors seem to hang well, so I don't see why I wouldn't assume that. There we go. And then again, we're going to do the same. We're going to drop 71 millimeters here. So that is 70. That is the 1. And then for this one, we're going to do the same. That is 70. And that is the 1-ish. That gives me those 2 points, which are actually marked quite well. You guys can see this over my shoulder, can't you? And then if I hold those two perfectly where I want it, yep, they're fine. There shouldn't be any pipes in this wall. That doesn't look straight. Never mind. It's jolly well close enough. But no, there is a radiator, but it's over here, and everything else is that way. So there's no need for it to be anywhere else. Hanish is now giving people to contact in case of emergency. Well, why not? Remember what I always say, if a stream goes down unexpectedly, look to my Twitter, because the first thing I will do is tweet, oh, technical problems, or be right back, or something like that. There's one. Two. They're both fine. Again, that one's fine. This is the one I'm expecting to possibly have some problems with. So I'm taking it easy. Yeah, and again, I've hit something, and it's like I can almost see it actually down one of the holes. Let me see if I can have a little look down it with my handy light. Yeah, it's like some sort of metal bracket or plate. I wouldn't know for sure, but I won't be putting one in there. Or my graphics card is blown up in the middle of a LAN party. Yes. Yes, definitely. You can't tweet if you get knocked out by electrics. Yeah, so if there's sparks and the stream goes and I don't tweet, that's when you contact people and say, can somebody check if Hellish is okay? And then none of them reply because they all have lives. Okay. Wall plugs going in. There we go. Wall plugs in. I'm just retrieving the washers from the old screws. Who just sent me a private message? Oh, it's Inky. Don't know if she'll pop on. We'll see. For those of you who don't know, Inky used to be in a different time zone to me. She's now back in the UK, where she originally is from. She went on long-term leave and is now back. So, we might be seeing more of Inky in the future. Leaking? What are you talking about, leaking? If that is on a stud, it might be a protective plate to ensure that you don't drill through and hit a valve, hit a wire or pipe that's going horizontally through the wall. Possibly. Are you going to paint the desk? Says DG. I currently have no plans to paint any of the desks or shelves, electronics, hide any of the cables, anything like that. At the moment, the plan is to leave everything very much so exposed. And yeah, that's just the plan, really. Unless somebody can convince me otherwise. Right. There we go. Is it master underscore Hellish on here? It is, isn't it? Right. Here we go. Holding it vertical. Oh, that isn't going anywhere. Right. So that is 2 of the bottom brackets adjusted. This one's different because it's not in the wall, it's on my desk. It's actually clamped and fixed to that back beam. So this one, in theory, should be quicker. There's no wall plugs, there's no pre-drilling. It's just smash and go, in theory. Could paint it Mr. Bean style with a can of paint and some firecrackers. Yeah, I wouldn't stream it. I would have to record it in 4K. Okay, here we go. One screw. Now again, this one's only got 3 screws in it, but this one's going directly into the wood of the desk, so it bites a lot better. So I don't have to worry about the plugs and stuff. I'm going to have to measure my 71mm downwards. And bear with me a moment while I do that. Oh, the ruler moved. Oh, this is not as easy as what I thought it was going to be on this one. Well, that's not right at all. That's better. Right. 71. That is 70. That is 1. Finding it easier to line up the 70 and then bring it down a millimetre for the 1. Right, so in theory I should be able to just hold this one up and screw it straight back in. But we all know theory is a treacherous thing, like at any moment can disintegrate like a biscuit raft. Rabbit's going home from work. Thank you very much for the good luck. I will hopefully see you sometime soon. I'm going to use the same screws as what was in there. Because why not? I think I'm going to do like the top first. So we might end up with a very unflattering angle and you not being able to see a thing. But that is just how it is. Ugh. Right. Well, I think that did it. This one was a lot quicker, wasn't it? I just need to ooch that over. And the last one of the 3 is a slightly shorter screw because of the angle. It's a horrible, horrible angle. Done! Brackets moved. So now it's time to install the new monitors. I think I have everything that I need. This should be easier because they're lighter, so it's easier to hold. I Hellish work that was. Hey Inky! Hello! Right. So I know Inky's just arrived to stream. I know she was hoping to catch some of this stream. You come just in time for me to install the new monitors. So I'm going to get a couple of holding screws in place. This is where I find out I didn't double check the bracket size and it's the wrong bracket. There we go. Come on. Oh. Come on, there we go. Oh, oh. There we go. I don't know how much lower these ones are going to sit, but we will soon find out. That's looking good. That's looking good. Let's put the other screws in. So the oh, I dropped it. The new monitors are a 75mm by 75mm bracket fix in. The old ones were 100mm 100mm bracket fix in. These brackets do both, so that's a good thing. Right, so that's this one attached. Let's just see how that sits in place. I think that's pretty much spot on actually, it's looking good. Chatbot doesn't talk back. It does, if you ask it the right questions. Fingerprints. Yes, don't worry. Fingerprints will be fine. Once, not tonight, but I think tomorrow I'm going to vacuum all this out and wipe everything down. I think by the time I finish tonight it'll be time for bed. So here we go with, I have to move the pot. Monitor 2, hopefully, I think I'm going to have to do it out at an angle. I'm not sure. I'm just going to manually tighten these up to begin with. I think I might have to get the ratchet screwdriver behind here because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to turn these in now they're lower down. Let's see. Oh no, I can. Oh no, I can. There we go. Perfect. Doing good. I'm going to remove that bit of plastic off the back. How are you seeing all our responses? Yeah, I've got my laptop. What do you need to be... What? Oh, you've got to go, Stoogle? Oh. Well, thanks for coming by, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now, Stoogle. Right, okay. Right, I'm just going to make a quick check on the power adapter for this. I think they're the same. Oh, they're not the same. So I'm going to have to change the power in there. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to move the power cables around. So we're going to unplug an old phone charger that I have in there that I don't really use. We're going to move the main PC power cable. I'm going to put it on the other side. So this lamp here is there. There we go. And the new cable for power hopefully will be long enough. It looks like it's plenty long enough. It should be for the new ones. And if the other ones have any length issues, I'll have to put them on the top of the desk, but it should be okay. Should be fine. I've kind of eyeballed this and I reckon it'll be alright. Oh. God, this is not easy. This is why it's easy doing this sort of thing with two people. Got it, right. So if we hook just have to pull this out so I can see what I'm doing with the power. Pull that power cable to there, plug it in, blow off the HDMI cable, plug that in. There we go. That is ooh. I thought there was a problem with the monitor then, but it turns out it was just a little bit of plastic that stuck to the front of it for some weird reason. New power cable number 2. Right, here we go again. Oh, bang my head. And that one's got less distance to travel because it's going straight into the middle monitor. And if we bend that, do that. Okay. Looking good. And now for monitor number 3. Oh, steady. You know what? I need my power driver. Have I got a remote mic? No, the microphone is on the shelving unit just beneath the camera. It's set to max. Oops. I dropped a screw. I dropped it again. Okay, hang on. There we go. So, just 2 more little screws in the back of this monitor now. And then we'll get the power cable in and get that hooked up. There we go. This is going to look awesome. I think it is going to look awesome. I agree with you, Inky. Oh. So again, power cable for the last time though. Which way does that go? That goes in this way. So the new power cable is there. Existing HDMI. There we go. Right. There we go. So let's see how these all line up. Let's see if I need to make any adjustments or if we're looking pretty good as they are. That one's needs some adjustments. There we go. So that one's tilting back. So is this one. But that adjusts. Is that more upright now? Yeah, that looks more upright. This one here, looks like it is pretty much perfect, but not quite. This one's got some movement on it. There we go. The middle one's out. The middle one needs to come up, but the other two are perfectly fine. If I level that out, that one's level too. Yeah, that's out, and that is out by. Move what away? What? Drill bit near the monitor. Oh, here. It's not as close as what it looks on camera. That is about 11 mil off. And I don't know why. Maybe I got my calculation wrong on one side. It's almost exactly 10 mil. Yeah, 10 mil. Because these monitors are so light and it's the wood one, I'm going to do it with the monitor attached. So I'm going to do this, and we need to go up 10 mil. Wow. I didn't think this through. Oh. Oh, there we go. I think I'm okay now. Oh, I was okay. I was okay. Okay, I'm going to have to place this down. The screw just went down the cable hole. Oh my goodness, it's under here somewhere. I found the screw. There's no sign of the washer at all. Oh. Oh yeah, let's have a look. Found it. Okay, let me. What was that? That was my Bluetooth dongle for the Steam Link. Let's just check that, because I thought I had this right. So the only assumption I can make is either I mismeasured, which according to this I didn't, or it was wrong in the first place. Oh well, in either case it's easily fixed. We need to go up. There we go. There's the new marks. Maybe use a light. How about that one? Boop, 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 boop. Forgot about that light. Right then, here we go. Attempt number 2 for middle monitor. I need to lift this up. Ooh. Here we go. Right, no, there. Well, that one's on. The only thing is I can't see the the mark for the second hole. So I'm really not sure about that. Oh well, there we go. Right, last one. Oh. You had table leg trouble when you did it. Maybe it was that one. No, it was. This one wasn't one of the table legs. Okay. So now I've moved this up. Is it going to be too high? Probably. Let's find out. So. Oh no. That is almost millimetre perfect. It needs to come this way a bit. It needs to come down a bit. And that one needs to come this way a bit. But they're in! They're in! The new ones are in. Inky, what did you do to get purged? What did you send? A woot! Oh, caps. I think maybe I need to relax the rules on Hellishbot. I do. Okay, now comes the interesting part. New brackets for the old monitors. This is going to have to be measured perfectly. Or I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I'm actually a little bit stumped on exactly what to do. I could just follow these lines and then just get the height right. I don't know. Ink has got 4 points. Whoop! I'm seriously considering the winging it methodology. He says dropping screws. I'm glad I adjusted that middle monitor properly though. If anybody has any bright ideas about how I should do this, please do let me know right now, because I am considering holding it up to the wall and then just making a mark and going for it. But I don't know if I can do that. Get adjustable brackets so you can move them afterwards. The brackets are slightly adjustable, but not much. But I have fixed a bracket to one of the old monitors now, so I can actually see the top from here. So I'm going to do this. I am going to do it. Right, here we go. Oh my goodness, you can see the sweat on the front. I'm so confident in this bottom monitor bracket that the top monitor's actually leaning on it right now. If I put that flat, does it move much, if at all? No. No. Okay. So lining it all up, making sure it's as straight as possible. There's my mark. And then what I'll do, this could be a lot quicker than what I thought it was going to be for this bit. What I'll do then is I will get one of the other brackets and use that one with a spirit level. Where can I put a spirit level on this? Nowhere. Wow, that's pretty useless. You've got a spirit level on something that you can't attach a spirit level to. Oh well, let's give it a go anyway. I mean, if I put that there like that, put the spirit level on it, it's currently telling me that that is level. Right, here we go. Screw it, we're going in. Biome seems fine unless you want them flush, then you'll have to measure. To be honest, because of the movement in the plaster and inaccuracies in the back of the bracket, they're not going to be 100%. As long as they are like pretty damn close, I'm happy. I am happy with pretty damn close. Yeah. That again hit something wood. That again hit nothing. I think this one might hit wood as well. Oh no, that one didn't hit wood this time. So let's get our wall plugs in. Tom, be right back. Okay, so wall plug 1. Beautiful. Wall plug 2. No. That is a no on wall plug 2. Due to something wooden behind the board. I am more than happy to put only 3 plugs in these. Like I said, I reckon it would be fine with just 2. Okay, so that's that. Now we need to put some, actually put a bracket up. So let's do that. We need 3 screws. And I need the washers. Excuse me, the dust. Oh, there's dust all over my peripherals. There really is. You've always done wall plugs by hand with a soft hammer. Yeah, but these ones are metal. So they're a different type of wall plug. Let's get this bracket on. Careful not to hit one of my new monitors with the drill. Now I've got to get this right. That looks... no, wait, that's gone. That looks right. Yeah, it still looks right. And now it will always be right. This is where my cables don't reach. Okay. So, for this old monitor's new position, a hammer is a hammer. I have no aversion to hammering things. Here is the new HDMI cable for the old monitor in its new position. HDMI cable I'm going to feed from the back down towards the PC to give it the most flex. There we go. Come on, all the way down. And then the power cable's already down there as well. Now this is going to be the moderately difficult part. I'm going to make sure I don't hit the top or anything else. There should be 2 holding screws in here. There are. I'll put one there and one in there, and then I'll get the drill ready so at least I can get one in, the bare minimum. Where's one? The other one's gonna go. Yeah. And that is almost rubbing the top of the other monitor. So in theory is in the right place. Oh dear. Don't know what that is. Monitor screw, monitor screw. Monitor screw, monitor screw, monitor screw, monitor screw. Oh, that's not quite in. We'll soon see if the power driver can get that in. That's fine actually. Now these are so close that I think I'm going to have to be careful when placing them in. There's the HDMI cable going in the monitor. Got to feed this down though. Come on, more. Where's it gone? There it is. Found it. Perfect. Right. And then the power cable is here. Bit of dust in it. Right, let's see. The monitor comes on. Let's see if this folds into position. Or whether we have a problem. Right, there is... oh, the back of the monitor's got a lip on it, and it just won't let it have it. Oh, it's so close. I think if I loosen some of these off, I might be able to just get it where it needs to be. Oh, let's go the other way. Take the weight of the monitor. I think it dropped a little. Oh, I think we've got a problem. Whole thing, I think, has dropped down at some point. How did it drop down? It could just be the weight on it. This bit of the monitor, that bit needs to be angled anyway. Oh. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. Oh, it's like 2 mil. Would it be a stream without a problem? Without a Master Hellish problem? I don't know, probably not. Let's get the chair in and have a good look, just to make sure that there's nothing we can budge on. So, the two screens do sit on top of each other, but I don't know how much pressure. Yeah, it's putting a bit of pressure on the bottom monitor, and I don't want it to do that. I think it might have had something to do with that. Let's see if we can adjust it here. So, oh god, that was going to be very difficult to adjust. I think that did it. It is the smallest by margins. You would not believe it. I think I might pack. Think. Are they spare? think they are, aren't they? There is some adjustment on here, but I don't really know. I think that did it. Yeah, I think that's in. Cool. Whew. Okay, so by eye mightn't be the best way of doing it. But still, it's in. So now, I'm going to do this one. And we're going to do it again. So, I'm going to give myself a little bit of drop leeway this time. So when I put it, I'm going to put this straight on here. And I put that on there. It goes down a little. So I'm going to put myself right at the top of that one. And then adjust. And this should be the last time I'm drilling into plaster. So I get the last bracket out. How often are you going to use all 6 monitors? Probably quite often. When I'm streaming, I'm always wishing I had more monitors. So that's going to be good. When I'm doing game development, I'm always wishing I had more space. And when I'm doing my photography, I don't wish I had more space, but if I had more space, it'd be nice. Ooh, that bracket was the other way around. I'm going to have to redo that. So that one's bending that way, so it needs to be rotated this way. There we go. Let's try again, mark it up. Whoa. Okay, there we go. And I've given myself that leeway with this one. It shouldn't have a problem bending in the way I want it to. In fact, it probably shouldn't have to bend at all. Master Hellish has been lying to us, he just confirmed it. I did not confirm anything. Was a Brander's message. Hold up, game development. TTD, game development confirmed, Wizard Brandon says. No, Wizard Brandon, you are incorrect. So that should be the last holes I drill this live stream for plaster. I'm not an open TTD dev. I'm not just denying it. I'm not it there. No. Is there a game we can't see? We can see that proves us wrong. Oh, Inky, don't you get on the bandwagon as well? Oh, the juice is going in my screwdriver. It is leaving us. I'm going to have to get the charger on standby just in case. And we'll charge it up in between like everything that we don't need to do. So I'm just going to quickly what do you do with OpenTTD? I just play it. I don't game dev it or anything. Come on, Inky, you should know this. You should know that I don't have anything to do with that. Stop making things worse for me. You're going to get me in trouble. Right. Here we go. So I'm hoping that if I put these smack bang in the middle, it should drop to the right position. Don't know if you guys can see this properly. Probably not, actually. Right, so at the minute I'm putting this one in so that it's in the middle. And if I get this last plasterboard monitor up, yeah. I'll tell you one thing, folks. Don't give Inky alcohol and then start answering her questions. Just a tip. Come on, get in there. More screws. There you go. You don't drink rum. Southern Comfort and Coke or vodka or something along those lines. Oh god, this one isn't in right. What's going on? Why can't I get this one in? There we are, that one's in now. Right, let's see how well this one lines up. So, bracket goes this way. Ah, perfect. This one needed adjustments, and then is perfect. This one just outright perfect. Whew. I need to get the cable for that one. I ended up explaining quantum mechanics. Yes, I did end explaining some quantum mechanics. Probably quite badly, actually. So HDMI cable going in, power cable coming up, and then going in. Brilliant. It's going to be really difficult to get this off. I think I managed to get most of that off. What's going on? Magic XP. I tell you what though, Inky is going to be at the Lonesome Land party in the new year, which is going to be fun. Along with Tidmouth and Euperia and No Snow, Ghost, Nashga. There's other people. I'm sorry if I forgot you. I'm thinking about other things right now. Basically, there's a load of cool people going. Right. Middle. So, this is the one that goes in with just screws straight into the wood. And it's the one that I can just about hold as it goes. So again, I think I'm going to wing this one. Like, not just wing it like those two, but completely wing it. So, if I extend this out, I mean, this is, for a start, that's not great. So if I do that, ideally I need somebody to hold it, because I don't know if I can hold the monitor, the bracket and the drill at the same time. But because I have faith in this. No, I don't have faith at all. I don't have any faith in that. Oh God. And my hand's right in the way as well. And I can't see. Ooh. I'm not sure about this. But I'm feeling lucky. I don't know. I don't know if I did good or if I did bad. Survey says good. Yeah, that sits on there nicely, I think. Is it angled up maybe? Slightly? I think that's okay. I think that's as perfect as I'm ever going to have it. I need to get that other screw in. And I don't know how. I'm going to do it without moving it. I'm going to get the pen and mark the hole. Well, that kind of worked. Blah, 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 blah. Get Inky to hold it. I do need a green screen. Number 5? What number 5? Oh, 5 monitors. It might be easier to attach the bracket to the wall first, then turn the monitor 90 degrees. The thing is with this is that it was never going to be perfect anyway, because the bottom monitors are slightly more curved than the top monitors. They are a slightly different make. The frames are ever so slightly different as well, but they are very close, as is my screwing. Battery's going. Right, I need a short screwdriver. Not screwdriver, a short screw for this last screw. The very last screw of the entire build. Oh, this is my screw box full of random screws. And this little black screw is what I was looking for. It goes in a very awkward position, but what the hey. Right, here we go. Last screw. There we go. Now, HDMI cable, last HDMI cable. What's going on here? Astra's trying to teach Inky things. Wizard Brandon says magic. He might open a bottle of butterbeer. Sounds interesting. The top middle is wonky. Of course it's wonky. I haven't finished putting it in yet. Let's get this HDMI. The problem is now is that I can barely access my cable holes at all. I don't know if I got that in. Oh, I did. Cool. Everything's falling over. Hello? Ah, there we go. Where's the other? There's the other power cable. Wow, that's going to be difficult. Hang on. Ugh. There we go. Right. Oh, steady. There. So that one's now on. Let's get that one lined in. Now, these may take some fine tuning, but let's have a look on the camera. They are very, very close to perfect, and certainly good enough in my book. So the question now is, does it all still work? Where's my bin? There it is. I don't know whether, like, if I plug in all the HDMIs, whether I'm going to get all 6 monitors up and rolling. But folks, there's only one way to find out. I just dropped the screw box on my laptop. I think it's fine. I'm getting tired. I dropped the screw box again, but this time not on my laptop. It's in a really awkward place to put away at the moment. I need to do a lot more sorting out. Right. So, let's sort out the cables. So, DVI back to where it should be from the tests earlier. 3 HDMI cables that are new that need a lot of cable tidying, along with the new power supplies, along with the surround sound, that were all put in after I cable tidied everything. Let's put that back in the DVI port. So HDMI 1, HDMI 2, HDMI 3 plugs out, and the 3 cables, which it doesn't matter what order they're going to go in, I don't think. So these go in upside down by the looks of it. 1, 2, 3 HDMI cables in the back now, 3 DVI cables in the back, and a fourth HDMI cable in there for the Oculus Rift, which now should mean that we get many monitors. Oh, right. Let's see what we get. It's going through some sort of boot. It might take longer to boot than normal because of the extra stuff that it's got to figure out. I can see that the three lower monitors have got lights on. Stuff's going on. I can hear the hard drive going nuts. I'm being very patient. Which one will the login page appear on? I have no idea. If at all any of them. Oh, it's doing something. The three HDMIs at the top, I don't know if they've just got bored. Or, oh no, they've come on as well. Or are they going off? Not sure. That one's not lit. Those two are flashing. These ones are lit. There's still stuff going on. Signals keep going on and off. I'm going to be patient for a little bit longer. Yeah, fish in Factorio is very useless. In general. Top ones are all off, bottom ones are all on, but I'm not getting anything yet. Doesn't sound like it's doing anything now. I'm just doing a bit of tidying up. Normally my computer is quite quick to boot, but with the changes in hardware I would expect it to take just a little bit longer, so I'm being extremely patient. I think we're about ready for a reboot though now. Let's see if a reboot is in order. Yeah, let's reboot. Standard shutdown command sent to the computer there. Didn't work. Oh, we're getting something going on with the top screens. The top screen's got a signal then. Okay, I'm going to do a reboot. See what we get. Looking for any sort of stuff going on here. No. It might be that when I put the PC back together that something got knocked or shifted. It's not back properly. Unplug 5 monitors, then log in, start plugging monitors back in. If you have dual input types, it's normally better to boot with the original DVIs plugged in, then plug the HDMIs once it's running. Well, let's try that then. Let's get these HDMIs out. There we go. We'll boot up. So essentially we're running the same as before. It's just on new monitors. Let's see, just make sure. That one's HDMI. That one's getting the boot. And I don't know if it's because I pressed a button. Is it because I turned them on? Ah, there we go. We've got a login screen. Let's log in. Oh. Now that one's logging in now. So there's my original. One, two, three. Ooh! Ooh, very good by the looks of it. Let's see what that message was. So it looks like we have 6 monitors. I've also got a lot of dust on the desk, which I will sort out tomorrow because it's late and I'm not doing a vacuum cleaner now. But let's go to the display settings, Windows display settings. Oh my goodness, let's identify. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, I'm doing this down here, so I don't know if I can drag this over. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, and then it was 4 in the middle, 5 on this side, and 6 on that side, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah. Cool. Apply. It's working. Wow. Right, let's have a look and see what people say. Blah, 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 blah. Tom says, yay. Inky says, ooh. DJ Egg says, woo. Gibson says, good work, nice setup. Wizard Brandon says, all in the wrong order. You've got to format them. Yeah, we've just put them all in order. I'm going to move the laptop mouse over here before I knock it off the bench. So, I think we're good. I want to move my icons and stuff. Wow. I mean, wow. This is unreal. I've just put Steam in windowed mode. This is my Steam library on 6 monitors. Oh wow. Holy flippy floppy. Are you seeing this? Wow. Alright, here. Welcome to my Steam library. Or some of it anyway. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely and utterly geek-tastically ridiculous. I love it. It's brilliant. Can we do Rocket League in window mode? Okay, let's do some Rocket League. So, Steam. Let's go back to normal mode and not ridiculous window. Let's just put the Steam library up here. If I can actually... I'm going to have to give myself some extra mouse acceleration just to get across all the monitors. Okay. I have no idea how the VR is going to cope with this. Let's do some Rocket League. This is amazing. Yeah, we'll watch. We'll be watching Stargate on here on Saturday, Inky. I think it's this Saturday anyway. Grabe's arrived. Hello, Grabe. We're playing Rocket League. Join us. Let's see if I can get Rocket League to run not in a full window. So if I go options, video, window mode, windowed, apply. Can I then change the screen resolution of the window? No. Will it let me do a ridiculous screen resolution? No. Or will it? What's that one? No, it won't. Okay, let's quickly go into the NVIDIA control panel. There we go. This one here should be my default, make primary. That is the GTX 1070 and the GTX 1050 on correct ones. Cancel. There is I'm sure there's a setting where you can put it across surround spanning. Okay. Yes, let's keep these changes. Surround spanning. Span displays surround. Configure. No, that's not it. What is it? I don't know if we'll watch it on one screen or not. I'm not sure. How come it was my Steam library was listed weirdly? It's because I did the picture mode. Oh, I can't remember how it's done. I thought you... Is it because it's two different graphics cards that I can't span it across all of them? It might well be that. I tell you what I can do. And I keep getting... I've got some messages now. There's only one real option for it. We've got to do some 6-screen OpenTTD. Let's see. It's not quite getting the... There's a bit of monitor snapping. Wow. Oh, it won't actually go up any further. It just did something weird. I don't want it to do that. Stop your window snapping, Windows 7, 10, whatever Windows you are. Okay, let's do it bit by bit. Will it let me do that? Yes. Oh, it's the taskbar. Taskbar. Taskbar settings. Automatically hide. Whoop. Oh, it reset the Windows screen for OpenTTD. There we go. Here we go. What? That is not what I was trying to do, you stupid computer. Here we go. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Yeah. Oh, I did it. You can even see the edge. Yes, you can even see the edge. You can change your snapping settings in system and multitasking. I will have a look at my snapping settings sometimes. I'm going to take a picture of this so I can put it out on Twitter and stuff later. It's ridiculous. It's not what I've got it for. But let's just... There we go. Did I get the flash on that? Oh, I did. Turn the flash off. No flash. Flash automatic. That should fix it. I'm a photographer. I should know these things. There we go. Wow. This is definitely something. It's weird because you can see the edge of the map here, but the game center is way off to one side. It's like when you expand it enough, it just doesn't work. Which is really weird. Why do the left-hand side ones not look as good as the rest? It's just the angle you're viewing them from, Inky, because the camera angle on these ones are a little bit more flat. It's quite good. On this ones, it's quite side-on, so it doesn't look as good. But in person, they all look the same. Can I move it? Yes, why not? So if I come here into the middle, they should even out a lot more. There you go. Oh, where's my webcam gonna go? Because I used to have it on top of my monitors. This is a problem. I mean, it could go here. This is on top of the monitor now. So, oh, nearly lost the camera. Yeah, well, that's interesting. I'm going to just put OpenTTD back down to something reasonable. Otherwise, I won't be able to use it. Wow, this is going to take some getting used to. It really is. Still got Rocket League going, but that's going to be one screen. Wow, it doesn't lock on the central screen. Oh, it's because it's in full-blown window mode. Let's go back to borderless and 1920 by 1080. Apply. Back. Cool. Well, at least my games still work good on that. Yeah. It's all looking good at the moment. Taskbar settings, let's turn auto high back off and lock it. Right then, folks. Oh, you're up there now. I think we're going to call that the end of the live stream. To me, that has been a great success. Excuse me a second while I just sort that out. So yeah, 6 screens now. I'm going to have to do a bit of configuring on there. I'm going to have to decide what I want on what screen most of the time. I've got a lot of dust and stuff to clear up off the desk. But it is now 11 o'clock at night and I have work early in the morning. So I'm going to sign off now, do a little bit of essential tidying up and go to bed. So, overall successful. Not everything went perfectly to plan, but it wasn't too bad. Inky, I'll message you after the live stream, so check your phone or Facebook or something. And as for the rest of you, thank you very much for watching. I've been Master Hellish, and now I have 6 screens, and I feel a little lost. But looking forward to it, looking forward to doing more recordings and stuff, and looking forward to doing more events with you guys later. So, thanks for watching, take care, and for now, goodbye folks.